Down at the farm, a lot of people have been asking what I'm going to put in. Well, first and foremost, Ecobee sent me their thermostat. Ecobee is not a sponsor of this video. They did give me the thermostat for free and they gave me other stuff at a discount. And then they sent me all of this stuff. I like Ecobee for a number of different reasons, one of which is just their product advancement. Like Nest is one of the most common programmable smart thermostats, but it was such a nightmare for most people because it was built by people who are not heating and air conditioning savvy, where Ecobee was actually built for heating and air conditioning contractors and everything else. And even though they were a Canadian company, which of course is terrible, just kidding Canada, they have been purchased by Generac, which is an American company. And honestly, I've sold so many Generac generators. I believe well over 90% of the generators and everything I've sold have been Generac. Generac will be what's actually on the farm. And so I have no problem endorsing their stuff. And so in the box of everything they sent me, I have 2 doorbell cameras that of course I'm holding upside down because that would just be smart. The reason I have 2 is one is going to go on the front and back door initially, but then the second one will be moved to the front of the garage once I get the garage built in the backyard, so that it'll be facing the entrance on the side road and the other one will be facing the entrance at the front. Although Sevier County is a ridiculously amazing place and I love it, if you look at the crime, the most common crime is actually property theft. And so it is still important to me to make sure that I protect everything that I'm going to have in the house and at the farm. And Ecobee was late to the doorbell game. I will admit I had 3 other brands of doorbell cameras before I've had Ecobee, but because Ecobee was late to the doorbell game, they were able to eliminate a lot of the quirks that some of the other doorbells had. And their app is my personal favorite for using and being able to see who's at your house, what you're tracking, all of that type of stuff. The Ecobee app is super intuitive. You can see on the home screen, I can just look at my live cameras, whether it's, the front of the house, out onto the street or out the backyard. I can see the different doorbells. I can go through my furnace and AC's operation, see what it's set to, see what it is in. Then I can click over, I can look at the history of what it's recorded whenever somebody came up to my front door or whatever it might have been. And then you can even go into reports, look at the runtime of your system, what it's been doing, what's happening. It's a very easy to use, intuitive app that literally anyone with a smartphone can use. So the next thing I got from Ecobee is I have 4 of their outdoor security cameras. Same reason as the doorbell cameras, is since property theft is one of the most common things, and obviously I want more cameras to be able to share the views of the house as I build the gardens, as I put in the flowers, as we get different stuff going. It's always good to have an extra camera to catch a goat doing something funny or your dog's doing something humorous. And so I got each of their 4 outdoor smart cameras that I can control and everything as well. So that way I'll have one mounted to each side of my house. So literally my house will have complete 360-degree coverage from cameras between the front and back doorbell cameras and the 4 cameras on the side. There's no way not to feel ridiculously safe when you have that good of coverage and that good of security. And most people don't even realize that heating and air conditioning contractors like us do these all the time. And so every customer we have installed these for has absolutely loved them. And again, you got to remember that, the last guy I leased my farm to accidentally murdered a guy while he was shooting at a skunk. And so I do kind of want to make sure he stays away from my property because he's the last person on earth I would want to see walking onto my property or the farm. And although Ecobee and Generac are not a sponsor of this channel, I am willing to let you sponsor the channel, just so you know. I am glad to endorse them because these are the products that we install literally every day at Healthy Water and Air and at your service pros. So give us a call if you are interested and we will get you taken care of.